the video. Share this out. Yo, salute, salute. Like the video. Okay. Start off with that, really. Yeah, 80 movie. Yo, we start off like that. What the hell, nigga? Yo, salute, salute. Salute, salute, man. Like the video. Share this out, man. Support me. What's going on? I'm just chilling, man. Just recapping all that stuff with J. Cole. I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Him dissing everybody, him apologizing, um, him responding to all the bloggers and all that. Yeah, that was too much. And then, in battle rap or whatever, A Verb finally responding back. So I think it's too late. Like, Jay Mills is done battling him or going at him. But salute, salute, y'all. What's going on, man? Like the video, share this out. Support me, yo. I'm just chilling, man. Talking about the J. Cole shit. That a lot of people not forgiving J. Cole, man, and him doing that project yesterday, the birthday Blizzard 26. It might be just for nothing, man. A lot of people not feeling J. Cole, man. It's like when you just, or we don't want J. Cole to talk that hardcore shit no more because he had a chance to prove it, but he didn't prove it because he apologized and backed out of the battle. And I'm kind of disappointed at J. Cole. Joe, what's his name? Fat Joe wasn't wrong about what he said about J. Cole. At first, I thought he was bugging, and Kiss thought he was bugging too, but he not bugging. Fat Joe got a big ass point about J. Cole. We don't want you talking that shit. And a matter of fact, we don't even want to hear J. Cole no more. That's how I feel. I don't really want to hear J. Cole no more. And that shit is sad, man. Like, he did all that out rapping the best, you know what I mean? Like, when he first started or whatever. But now it's like, nobody give a fuck about that shit. He could diss everybody and their grandmother, nigga, in the dead. Nobody want to hear J. Cole rap no more. And that's sad, man. But salute, salute. And then as far as A Verb and J Mills or whatever, like A Verb, he ain't taking it serious, and J Mills to find a different target, man. So yeah, I don't know if niggas want to hear J Cole rap and A Verb versus J Mills. I don't want to hear them go back and forth with this song no more. I want to hear A Verb and J Mills setting up a rap battle. This songs were cool, but now I want a real battle now. And salute to J Mills and A Verb or whatever. Salute to J Cole to try to make another attempt for us to try to fuck with him or whatever. And after this fall off, J Cole he said just retire, man. I feel that way. He should just retire, man. The fall off is not gonna make a difference. It's like when he was talking all that shit for years, how he the best, and then when it was time to show and prove with Kendrick and Drake, you know what I mean, J. Cole, he fell back or fell out or apologized, whatever. But it would never be the same again, and nobody would ever take J. Cole serious again. He would never be in the top discussion again. J. Cole. And that's sad. People could say what they want about Drake, about him suing, him being a coward, him being a pussy, and all this other stuff. But at the same time, when it came down to that beef and that drama shit, he ain't duck no smoke with Pusha T, and he ain't duck no smoke with Kendrick. So salute to Drake. Everybody was talking about Drake is the weakest link in the shit, but Drake ended up being, you know what I mean, the nigga that stood on it, or what he stood on. Drake the one that stood on, you know what I mean, what he been standing on about Kendrick or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm glad he's still standing on that. Ever since the control this, Drake ain't been fucking with Kendrick, and vice versa. So you know what I mean? So, so salute Drake, man. Everybody said Drake. You know what I mean? He's not the most lyrical, but at least he's the one that stood and fought Kendrick. While J Cole, the most lyrical one, backed the fuck out. But yeah, man, that's why I said I'll give it to Drake, and I'm re-listening to what Drop and Give Me 50, Family Matters, all the songs Drake made going towards Kendrick. Re-listen to him, man, because I feel like he was getting Kendrick, but when Kendrick dropped that Not Like Us, it was over. And um then Drake did the Heart Part 6, and then he said that he's not battling him no more. But they could have kept going. But I guess Drake threw the flag in. But yeah, man, nobody want to hear J Cole no more. And nobody want to hear A Verb try to go at Jay Mills now, man. And then 6ix9ine or whatever, 6ix9ine going at Fabulous, calling on Mr. Domestic Violence and how he punched Emily B in the face and knocked her teeth out. And then how 6ix9ine was talking about Jim Jones, like he owe like Santa Claus, he got a beard, he's 50 on the block, he still gotta be in the streets at 50 and all that. And 6ix9ine was talking his ish about Let's Rap About It podcast. Then he said Mano is like the Hall of Famer when it comes to love and hip hop because he been on all of them. And then he said Dave East is Mr. Scammer 3000 because allegedly some girl said that Dave East took some money from her. That is crazy, man. Oh man. So loose, loose, everybody up. Now this ain't the movie. I had it gonna be this later. What do you do? Who am I? Who I am, who I am. Oh shit. Salute, salute, like the video, share this out. Yo, salute, salute, man. Good afternoon, whatever. Good afternoon, good evening. What's good, y'all? Hope everybody good out there, chilling, smoking, watching this movie. And I mean, I was just recapping. Yo, what's good, what's good, what's good? What you doing? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Where y'all at? Salute, salute. Who that? Miss who? Mirage? Who that? Yo, what's good, yo? Like the video. Share this shit out, motherfucker. Yo, share this out, man. Yeah, good evening, yo. Some niggas in Cali, though, man. They just got past it. They in their afternoon phase, nigga. They ain't eating. But yeah. What's good, yo? Just doing my half an hour, you know what I mean? Tell you, like, in the morning when I get up, do a live, and I do a live when I get home from work, you know what I mean? I'm just chilling. I ate, I took the trash out. I'm just chilling. And I was recapping about J. Cole that you know what I mean, just hearing about like people don't how could I say this? After J. Cole released his project Birthday Blizzard 26 yesterday or whatever, and just looking at the backlash or whatever, like nobody really wanna hear J. Cole talk hardcore. Maybe they just want him to make songs. And I just said that, and I was thinking about the whole Kendrick and Drake beef and all that. Everybody was counting Drake out and calling Drake a bitch and all that like that, but Drake stood on 10 toes after Control when Kendrick dissed him all the first time. Drake never fucked with Kendrick, and vice versa, and he stood on that. And when it was time to show improve, Drake stood the fuck up, and J Cole didn't. And I just said that we're not gonna forgive J Cole, and I don't even know if J Cole could have a career anymore. And then this might be his last project by force because that battle meant something to hip hop, man. I don't know how J. Cole looked at it, and now he looked at it like how everybody else looked at it, like nigga, like you fucked up. You fucked up your shit in history. Like I felt like even J. Cole, his first song, 7 Minute Drill, it was kinda weak or whatever, but at the same time make better songs or whatever. So I just said that I feel like after J. Cole released on 2-6, we done with J. Cole forever. And I feel bad, man, that we really done with J. Cole forever, man. That's what niggas don't want to say out loud, but I'm gonna be the first one to make videos about it that I don't want to hear J. Cole rap, period. And I'm gonna stand on that. I'm gonna make a video probably tonight and release it tomorrow, but I don't want to hear J. Cole rap no more. But I released the wait after the fall off. He might got a surprise that he might could do some shit that maybe convince everybody. But as far as the last project, nobody really want to hear J. Cole rap, period, man. We know he could rap. We knew he could rap from the beginning. Before he got in the battle with the big three, everybody know J. Cole could rap past everybody. And it was time to show and prove. And he was talking big money for 10 years, and you backed out and apologized with a song. And I said that nobody gonna forgive that, man. With the Cole, what was it called? The J. Cole stands. They're not they'll forgive J. Cole for their stand. But the real hip hop has like Fat Joe and a lot of blogs, a lot of bloggers and YouTubers. They don't really want to hear nothing from J. Cole. I would say that they want J. Cole just to make hits again or make like good songs again, but they don't even want that no more. And then if J. Cole can't talk hardcore because he backed out of the battle, and I'd have said that that's his whole bravado. Like that would make J. Cole him talking his shit, knowing that he's not a gangster or claim to be a gangster or whatever. He just claimed to be a man with bars, and now he don't got that no more. He don't got that edge no more because when it was time to show and prove with the battle, he didn't. So now it's like J. Cole don't J. Cole can't do nothing but just to make regular good songs, and that's not gonna be enough because his bravado or his ego is gone now because that was the whole J. Cole thing, him talking shit how he's the best, and then when he was put to the test, J. Cole fell. All right, I feel like Drake should just keep making music, and J. Cole he shouldn't be talking tough no more or hardcore or taking shots to say what he should have did. He should just let the music speak, and not him talking tough, just him making quality songs, classic albums. But yeah, man. But J. Cole gonna learn. Yeah, J. Cole and Drake should stick to what they know, making songs. This beef shit ain't for them. This is Kendrick's lane, and I'm gonna do a video for that. That been Kendrick Kendrick been waiting for this because Kendrick is with Interscope. Interscope is about controversy and beef because since Tupac was down with Interscope, and Interscope was in what Interscope was promoting Pac and hit him up, and then Pac was going at Dr. Dre too. You know what I mean? So, and I just said that and then Dr. Dre, his beef with whoever he had beef with. Then Eminem, when he signed Eminem controversy, Eminem beef with whoever. Then Eminem signing 50. And then Dr. Dre, 10 years later, he's him signing Kendrick Lamar. And Kendrick Lamar is just like 50 and Eminem and Dr. Dre and Tupac. They want the beat. Interscope, the machine that Kendrick was on before Kendrick went independent. Kendrick got his own label now and got his own distribution. Um, um, I forgot what one of the big three distributors. So Kendrick, he got his own label, and his first album is the GNX. That's his first album as far as him being independent and owning all the rights to his music. Cause the other albums, other people own it. Interscope in them, Top Dog in them. But yeah, my point is that when it comes to beef, Kendrick Lamar been on a label that endorses beef. Cause Tupac hit him up, Dr. Dre beef with whoever, Eminem's beef with whoever. They're all on Interscope. 50 too, his whole beef with everybody, and then Kendrick. 10 years later, Kendrick is doing control beef, right? He's going at everybody again, right? So that's why I said Kendrick. He was bred for this. He was made for that reason. And he make good songs too, but not better than Drake and J. Cole. And that's why I said that this is where now everything Kendrick makes since he beat out Drake and J. Cole, everything Kendrick do is gonna be considered like a hit because he beat out them two niggas who make hits. And Kendrick really do the beef songs and really do beef because he's from Interscope, which does beef. You know what I mean? Jimmy Iovine told Tupac, hit him up, was it. He told Dr. Dre to sign Eminem. And then Eminem started beefing with certain people, and he promoted Eminem's beef. And then oh yeah, Jimmy Iovine, when 50 started beefing with Game, remember Game is signed by Dr. Dre, and 50 when Game was going at 50 or whatever, Jimmy Iovine was paying Game to say G Unit, and he gave him money to have that promoted and on T-shirts and everything. So when they were saying G Unit, and then Game went against 50, and he was saying G Unit, Jimmy Iovine, which is the CEO of the label, told 50 in Game to keep the beef going, and this is when 50 start looking at Jimmy Iovine different. This is why 50's not with um, Interscope or Jimmy Iovine no more because how he did him with that the Game beef, that he was letting Game come at him and promoting what Game was doing against 50, and 50 was the biggest artist at the time, and you let Game do G Unit campaign. I don't know, a lot of people don't know that, but I just said that Interscope and Jimmy Iovine, like he's the real culture vulture. He's the real the man behind Interscope and all the beef that they had for the last 20 years. So Kendrick, I don't knock Kendrick. Kendrick only doing what he was supposed to do. He's coming from a lineage of people beefing Tupac, Dr. Dre, NWA, all them people that he put on his shoulders, and they were all about. I mean, not to say that they were all about drama, but they were on a label like Jimmy Iovine, and whenever they had beef, Jimmy Iovine promoted that to heavy and told them to keep going in, because it sells, it's money. You know what I mean? But yeah, pay attention to that, man. Jimmy Iovine with Interscope. So anybody that's signing Interscope, if they're not about drama or beef, that's why a lot of people don't stay with Interscope. Interscope got like two divisions or whatever, but like the one that they really promoting is the beef one. So yeah, I don't know if people know that, but Jimmy Iovine, I did a video on that about like how I did a video about Jimmy Iovine and Interscope Records and how all the people that he signed or that been with the label, Tupac, Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50, and Kendrick, if you look at the track records, they all got beef and they all got diss songs. You know what I mean? Think about it. But nobody ever mentions that. Everybody's supposed to be a hip hop historian, but nobody's mentioned the person, the puppet master behind all these plays with Not Like Us or whatever, Jimmy Iovine. Why you think Not Like Us was the biggest hit song? And I said that I swear he was with Jimmy Iovine or Interscope Records, and that's why that song was the biggest song. And back in the '90s, Hit 'Em Up was a big song. Why? Because Jimmy Iovine and Interscope was promoting it. And it was like when Pac was signed with Jimmy Iovine with Two Popular Now, where he had Brennan had a baby, Me Against the World, and he got locked the fuck up. And he had super hits what's it called? What was that song called? I Get Around. And he had mega hits, and Tupac was still couldn't bail himself out. And it wasn't until Suge, right? And Suge was down with Interscope too. And once Tupac sold to Suge Knight and signed with Death Row, it was all about beef. And this what Jimmy Iovine was trying to tell him before, like the positive records, you gonna be in jail, nigga, and we not gonna bail your bitch ass out. But if you doing beef and controversy, we back you 100%. We'll bail you out 1,000 times. Pop, keep it up. Make it hit him up too. Yo, I'm trying to tell you about Jimmy Iovine, man. Jimmy Iovine, y'all make a video about him. I'll make a video about Jimmy Iovine and Interscope Records, yo, and how they stir up controversy and beef for the last 20 or 30 years since they've been out. And people scared to go at Jimmy Iovine because that J word. He's a J word. I ain't gonna say it. You know what I mean? Use that word. You know what I mean? It's not a bad word. He's just a so-called. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's why a lot of people probably don't say him or mention him. But I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna mention the J word or Jimmy Iovine. I'm just gonna mention Interscope Records as a whole. That's the video I'm gonna do. It's gonna be about Jimmy Iovine and Interscope. I'm gonna say Jimmy's name one time. I'm not gonna say the J word, and then I'm just gonna keep saying Interscope Records, Interscope Records. Not like us. Oh, what's a new one? Hip hop right now? No, I don't know. I'm waiting for the next wave, the next thing. Usually I'll be ahead and know what's about to pop off right now, but I'm kind of in the dark right now. A new genre of music's about to come. A new form of rap is about to come. Drill is dead, and we need a new form of music. Yeah, Nicki Minaj. I don't really want to hear nothing from Nicki. Yeah? And I'm a Nicki fan, but I don't want to hear nothing from Nicki in this time. You know? It is like she doesn't talk so much, so I don't want to hear nothing in the album. But I gotta admit that Nicki ain't been releasing no major music or made an album. She probably been on a couple features in the last couple years, but it's just like her presence, her void. You know what I mean? I do miss Nicki on a song, or Nicki killing somebody's song. You know what I mean? But do we want a whole project of her going at, you know what I mean, Cardi and whoever else she was beefing with? And then she's really gonna do it because she's gonna address the Donald Trump and all that stuff too with other people too. So she's really fueling up right now and getting her bars together. But I don't really want to hear it to tell you the truth, but I do miss Nikki's presence. I miss her presence, but I don't really want to hear nothing. I feel like she done. She could be a politician. Nikki should be a politician now. I think Nikki should be a politician now. She should stop rapping. I feel like everybody should stop rapping nowadays. I think the album is gonna be, you know what I mean, her addressing what's going on with the Donald Trump and her stance on what's that nigga that one nigga that died, Charlie, whatever that nigga name is. Um um like political views on Trump, Charlie, whatever that nigga name is. And her addressing Cardi B, her talking about her kid a little bit and her life and her husband and we'll have different variety on this album, but the basis is she's gonna address all her haters. That's Nicki. Yeah, Charlie Kirk, whatever that nigga's name is. Charlie Kirk. But yeah, if Nicki drop, I'll listen to the first couple songs or whatever. But it's like, do I really want a project? No. Um, is what? Do you know the name of the project? What is Nicki gonna call her album? What's the name of Nicki's album? Do you know the name of Nicki album? Only way I'm fucking with Nicki if she call it the Pink Print 2, B. Then I support Nicki 1,000%. Even though her brother and her husband got them ways, but I'll support Nicki if she call it the Pink Print 2. But if she call it anything other than that, I don't want to listen to it. But I'll listen to it. You know what I mean? Just to curious to see what she's gonna say. And plus, I do commentary on hip hop, and I cover Nicki stories, some of her stories. I ain't been covering the political ones. Thought about covering the Donald Trump and all that, but I don't want to cover that. But Nicki do anything music wise, I will cover it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I hope she called it Pink Print too. You know what I mean? If not, then I'll listen to it. But you know what I mean? Any other title, I'm not respecting. Call it the Pink Print too, dude. And I feel like she gonna kill Cardi, dude. Cardi. Yeah, Trump funny, man. Trump my son. Trump funny as man. Trump funny as hell. Trump know what he doing. Trump know what he's saying. Oh, but yeah, Donald Trump. He called Nicki the queen of rap. Right? I'm like, come on, like I'm a queen from Queens. Like, all right, Nicki, you got a double entendre. Like, what you talking? Who knew the queen from Queens? You know what I mean? Hold on. Yo, salute, salute. But yeah, man. So that's my thing. That's my take on my recap about J. Cole. That after the fall off, he might should think about just retiring and focusing on his label and building his artists up, and might come out once in a while. Jay Mills, I feel like Jay Mills to respond back to Aver. Yeah, Jay Mills to respond back to Averb. Nikki, I really don't want to hear her going off on her haters and all that stuff, but I ain't heard Nicki in a while to tell you the truth. So I'm down to hear it. If it's coming out in March, I'm down to listen to Nicki. I think she just stirring up things and having something to talk about. You know what I mean? Because the only thing she had to talk about was Cardi and whoever she's beefing with. But now, since the Trump thing and the Charlie Kirk thing, now, you know what I mean, she could address more haters. So salute to Nicki. You know? Nicki Minaj. Yeah, like the video, man. Share this shit out. Share it in my group chat. I want to know what y'all gonna eat for dinner. What you gonna have for dinner, Miss Mirage? Nikki's fan. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. I was chilling, smoking. I already ate. Yeah, I had a couple snacks. I had my some gummy bears, and I had some rice and some meat and some peppers, and it's all mixed together. They call it um, corned beef hash over rice. Yeah, I'm waiting for my food stamps on the first, man. I ain't really been getting to eat what I really want until, you know what I mean? My Fuji's renewed, you know? Yeah, that sounds good right now. Some crackhead soup, some crackhead chicken soup, some chickhead crack. What was it called? Crackhead chicken soup. The cup soups or what's it called? The packet soup, the chicken flavored packet. We call them crackhead soup. Like a box of those. That's why I gotta tell my friend, yo, those shits will last a minute. You know what I mean? And crackhead soup, two packs. They don't cost that much either. I think 12 come in a pack. Flavored, different noodles.